Addressing the United Nations General Assembly in New York, Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky said Russia should be booted from the Security Council and called for just punishment for Russian crimes. Riot police clashed with demonstrators on the streets of the Russian city St. Petersburg. More than 1,000 protesters have been arrested across the country since Putin announced Russia's first military draft since the Second World War. And this video was posted on social media. Nearly 7 months into Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Kyiv is gaining back ground in the country's east. In a rare televised address, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced that 300,000 reservists would be called up immediately and that all contracts for military personnel were extended indefinitely. But he insisted conscription of Russian men of fighting age was not yet taking place. Putin also announced referendums in areas of occupied Ukraine, paving the way for them to formally become part of Russia. The Russian leader pointed out that he was not bluffing when he said he was ready to use nuclear weapons.
What's important is to look critically at what Putin is saying. And when you do that, it becomes plain that so little of his speech actually makes any sense at all. It is just an attempt, now that Russia has realized it can't win on the battlefield, to try to win somewhere else by eroding that international support for Ukraine that keeps it in the fight. And that's what it should be seen at.
Addressing the United Nations General Assembly in New York, Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky said Russia should be booted from the Security Council and called for just punishment for Russian crimes.
Ukraine wants peace. Europe wants peace. The world wants peace. And we have seen who is the only one who wants war. There is only one entity among all UN member states who would say now, if he could interrupt my speech, that he's happy with this war, with his war.
In an unexpected move, Russia released 250 Ukrainians captured in the port city of Mariupol, including those at the Azovstal steelworks, which held out against a Russian siege for weeks. The rare prisoner swap was brokered with the help of Turkey and Saudi Arabia.
Пане президенте, шановні українці, я безмежно вдячний за те, що нас повернули. Дуже вам дякую. Просто емоції переповнюють. Дякую вам від усього складу Збройних сил, від морських піхотинців, які захищали Азовсталь.
In recently liberated eastern Ukraine, residents are returning to a devastating reality of unexploded mines and evidence of Russian atrocities.
Це похований мій чоловік, якого вбило біля хати.
Хоронили, як могли.
Да, такий обстріл був, що страшний.
Під пулями хоронили.
As the people here try to pick up the pieces, there's no telling what Putin's latest moves will bring. But it does signal a new stage in this costly war. Alex Chen and Rick Lowett for Taiwan Plus.